All right, bottom of the bounce again, because we do several in one day. I don't know that I'm doing several. I think I'm just doing 2 today. But welcome, bottom of the bounce. And tomorrow's my birthday. I know, okay, I don't know when I'm going to do this one, but something that I do, I think I mentioned it before, I'm definitely a New Year's resolution girl, but since my birthday is the beginning of February, I revisit after a month, right? Like, do I still have the same goals? What do I need to tweak, right? And then I try to do that every so often, just to tweak, because you know what I want right now might not be what I want in 12 months. So big believer in 12-week year. By the same token, sometimes shit changes, and definitely in my life right now, shit changes. So I took this month and realized, what I like, what I don't like. I like the benefits that I get with my job. I never had that before. I love the benefits. I have already been to the dentist. I have already been to the doctor. I've had checkups. I've got 2 more things scheduled. All the preventive maintenance things, right? I got to go to the doctor this morning and ask, like, why have I gained so much weight? Why? I'm healthy. I'm not somebody who sits all the time. I'm very active. Why? And it's cool to ask a doctor that, because a lot of times you can ask a friend that, or if you're saying like, God, I've gained so much weight, people are, oh, you haven't gained weight, you look great. Okay, I know that is subjective for everybody because everybody's body is different. I am typically very small. I remember meeting some friends like in 2017 and thinking, oh God, like I've gained so much weight. Like I hate that I'm meeting them when I've gained so much weight. And of course that was like 30-40 pounds ago. But I remember thinking that, and I remember when it was, because the girl I made friends with was so fit. And I remember, even though I did Bikram yoga every day then, and I did Zumba, and I was working out all the time, I remember thinking I had gained so much weight. Right now, I would love to be that weight, but at the time, I was really concerned about it. In my head, I didn't say it to anybody because I've always felt weird about that, because I have friends that are bigger and smaller and all different sizes, and it doesn't matter. But personally, this is not the weight that I am the healthiest, nor am I the most confident. So it was kind of nice to go to a doctor and be like, the hell, why? And no, I don't have any answers yet, but they did take my blood. And let me just say, because my husband, who does dialysis 3 times a week, is not very sympathetic to this. I had to get poked twice for my blood test. She missed the first time. She missed the vein. I'm not a needle person. Nobody's a needle person. But coming home going, oh my God, they did it twice, when my husband, goes through way worse than that. He wasn't very sympathetic, and can't say I don't understand. However, I had to get poked twice. Anyways, going back to the revisiting of things. Once that was on my goal list for January. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to do all of the preventive maintenance things that are free, because I'm paying for insurance through this company. I'm going to do these things, and I am doing that. I have a list of things. Get fit. I have found getting fit very difficult while being a caretaker, because my life is so weird that I don't know if he's going to be asleep on the couch, or if he's going to be asleep in the bed, or my workout time would be in the morning, because I don't feel like doing it after work. Plus, he's right here needing something, or he's made dinner, or like there's stuff going on, more stuff that needs to be done. I actually haven't figured out how to work in a workout routine yet. So Get Fit is still there. Get Healthy. We're doing all of the checkups and all of the things, right? I eat healthy anyhow. I'm a healthy eater. Go to the dentist. I did that. That's more expensive than I anticipated. And even the dentist was like, maybe you go to Mexico for that. America's a bad country for dental stuff. Thanks, dude. Um, I have an amount that I want to make this year. Um, I don't know that I'm on track for that yet. We're still working on, this is the amount I want to make. Um, I want to be fully booked with photography sessions. I'm kind of wondering about that because my plate is so full right now. I don't know that I want to be fully booked. I think I want 1 or 2 a month, in all fairness. I would love to have a gallery show. I would love to have my work in a gallery. I would love to be like in a museum. I want to sell fine art rather than only booking photo sessions. I want to sell paintings and fine art, probably some mixed media things because I'm a goofy painter. I'm not a good painter. So let's see. We want to get all the yucky finances good. I'm still working on yucky finances. I want Fly Hippie to have success. We are still working on that. I want to build a studio sanctuary. That's kind of a little bit longer term. That's not going to be just for this year. Let's see. Just personal healing, right? Just a little bit more settled. Let's see. I want obnoxious big joy. I want to be back in my art and photography circles. I want to shoot more film. My bestie Bird gave me a new 4x5 camera that I can't wait. He was actually in a really bad wreck, and so I am waiting to create with him. We want to be secure in the house, steady, joyful, abundant income. So a lot of them are still money oriented because I'm still trying to crawl out of the money hole, right? Fair. A lot of them were very photography oriented, which I don't want to give up on that. I don't want to give up on that, but I also feel like the job that I have right now is very hard to make that happen, right? So I need to revisit how I'm going to make that happen because what I also see myself doing, and I think a lot of us do this, you set yourself up, you put big goals, and then you kind of feel like a schmuck because you can't achieve them. And so that's something I tend to do. I want to be fully booked in photography. My God, I am working full time an hour away from home. I'm caretaking a terminally ill husband, and I'm expecting to be fully booked when? On every day off? On every, like, what do I mean by that? And I kind of have to check myself because I'm expecting big things and I'm doing some big things and I need to take a minute. Having said that, what's going to change? Like the things that I'm bitching about right now are hard right now. What am I changing to make it not so hard by the end of the year, right? Like I can say, well, I can't do this because of this. Cool. And it might be valid. It is valid. What am I doing to change it? So instead of just, I have to book all of these things, there is part of me that's like, oh, okay, but I need to figure out how to schedule all of these things in. And what am I doing when I schedule them in? I am not a mini session photographer. I'm not a hand you 50 files photographer. So every photo session is a good 3 meetings, right? Like we put effort into a photo session. And it's actually probably 4 meetings now that I think about it. We're gonna be best friends by the time we have these portraits done. It ain't just a show up and 15 minutes later I'm gonna send you files by tomorrow. I'm not that girl. There's a million of those out there. I don't like it. So when I take my year and I realize there's a lot of money goals, there's a lot of business goals, and there's a lot of happiness goals. Some of those screw each other up, right? Like if I'm trying to be fully booked and I want to be in a gallery and I want to be painting and I want to be booking all, like, my God, I don't have time to be happy. I don't have time to be fit. I don't have time to get help. Like, so honestly, my birthday is tomorrow. So today, this week, a little bit, I actually work tomorrow. So I don't know that it'll be exactly on my birthday, which is fine. I need to do a little bit of meditating and soul searching and figure out how I can achieve these 3 big things. Like when I look at those, I can put 3 big categories: successful business, happy girl, and health and fitness. Am I right? I do want all three of those, but I feel like sometimes they compete. There's not enough time for all three of those. And I don't want to set myself up for, nope, I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't make it. I mean, my God, these are the reasons why I couldn't make it. They are valid. And I need to figure out, and I think we all do it. I don't think I'm different on this. You set up a goal and you can't achieve that to save your soul because you're not fixing what's hard to get to the goal a little bit. Like, right? It's a little bit of baby steps. It's a little bit of that atomic habit kind of things. I don't know if you guys have read Atomic Habits. Big old reader. Get Atomic Habits. Get 12-week year. Get Miracle Morning. And if you are creative, get Big Magic, because I love it. You don't have to get it because I love it. You have to get it because it is lovable. Had nothing to do with me. Anyways, that Atomic Habit thing. I do need to be getting up at 5 in the morning. I do need to be taking care of my stuff. I do need to be purging a lot of the extra stuff in this house. That way my brain is clearer because my environment is clearer. I need to focus on what I really, really want to do, because here's the reality. I got to change something, or I am going to be working and still figuring out how to do photography. What's going to be the catalyst that changes one of those things? That's what I need to find, is the catalyst. I don't want to be bottom of the bouncing in 5 years talking about the same crap. I don't want to be doing that. So I got to figure out what's going to change one or the other. And then on a bigger scale, let's put me 10 years older, right? Like my birthday's tomorrow. So 10 years older. What do I want then? Am I still a portrait photographer? Am I still chasing business? Am I still trying to prove that I'm different than those mini session moms? What am I doing? What am I doing? What does it look like in 10 years, right? And what do I want it to look like? Because I'm not getting younger. You're not getting younger. In 10 years, we're going to wish we would have started what? We wish we would have done what? And I will tell you, I have some ideas about some of the changes, and it does add a little bit. It adds a lot more to my plate, but I'm not afraid of that, because I think adding positive things to your plate are good. Even if you have to trade out, like I may not have time for this, but it's because I'm investing in this. I think that's good. I don't know if this plan is actually going to come to fruition, if you will, and I won't know for a little bit, because there's a bunch of steps to get to that point, to see if I can even do it, to see if I can even make that happen. Right now it's kind of a, I like that idea. I think in 10 years I would be thankful to myself for starting this idea. But it's going to be a long 10 years to achieve the idea. It won't be 10 years, but right? Like, let's see. So yeah, so that's kind of my thing right now. I'm going to be revisiting some goals. I just read off everything that I have written down that I wanted the end of December, that I had wanted to start in January, but I'm going to kind of pare them down a little bit and give myself a little bit more grace, because when I look at that list of stuff, to be fully booked in photography and to work full time an hour away from home, and to be fully booked in painting and fine art and working on galleries and trying to get into museums and some big stuff, man. That's some big stuff when you consider that a lot of my nights are going to a hospital or caretaking a sick husband, or just being tired from being on my feet all day and working all day. So I will let you guys know, but that's where I'm at right now, is giving myself a little bit of grace and just taking my birthday moment, even though my birthday's not until tomorrow, and I'm breathing through it, right? Just because I have a lot to work on. I have a lot to change. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going through, which is why I started doing this. So it is going to be a little bit jagged, and that's where I'm at right now. So happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to my sister mamas. Happy birthday to Anne. She's in my school group my photography group, and she is a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful friend of mine, and we share a birthday. I actually met her by doing her headshots, and we discovered like we are also soul sisters. She's amazing. So happy birthday to you, Anne, even though I think this will be posted late. I'm saying it actually a day early, so I'll wish it to you tomorrow too. So anybody else? All my Aquariuses, happy birthday to us all, right? I'm birthday girl, so happy birthday. And go revisit your goals. It's your birthday. If it's not your birthday, it's been a month. Revisit, refine. That way we can make them happen. If you didn't make any goals, I don't know, make some little ones. You don't have to make a whole year one. What do you want to try to do this week? What do you want to try to do today? Do that. All right. Something I need to do also is do the intro outro thing. I'll do it. I'll do it. Boop.